Hey guys, hope you must be doing great and awesome and to the best of your health and spirits. Abdullah this side, and in this video I'm going to talk about how and why taking in an advance or the retainer fee from the client is very important before a wedding or a pre-wedding. You know why it is very important. I have seen a lot of photographers, filmmakers and cinematographers, they do not take the retainer amount in some of the cases because the client sometimes shows their trust on you and you do not take the amount from them, retainer fee, and you think that you will take that on the wedding day or onto the pre-wedding or whatever it is, and you just think like that. And guys, one of the biggest mistake that you could ever do, in which you can lose the coming work or the opportunity loss of work can happen. Opportunity of loss of work means that the amount that you could have earned, you might not be able to earn because the client might cancel the project because of ABC issues if you have not taken the advance from the client. So I'll share one of the recent story that happened with me from one of my client, which actually cancelled the complete wedding with me, and it just recently happened with me. Despite knowing all these things, I don't know why did I trust that particular person, but that was a very hard experience for me. So I got a lesson after that whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario may be, I will not proceed without taking up the advance, right? So I'll share my story with you. It will be just it will be a short video, but you will learn that. So what happened, I'll tell you. So in the month of November and December, I got a client actually who came to me from my marketing campaigns. He came up to me, the kind of campaign that we do, and he loved my work. The best part about that, the client was very elite, very high budget client, very high budget client. For just 2 days, I gave him a quotation of 1,90,000 rupees, including a small pre-wedding, right? And just 2 days work, just haldi and a wedding. Yeah, and my in-house team were completely free on that particular day, so I just did that. And the client seemed to be very much very communicative, very gentle, and very kind of gentleman kind of thing. His communication was great and everything. He belonged to a reputed family. Yeah, so I finalized the project. The best part was that I gave him the quotation. He loved my work. He did not negotiate it on single point of amount. He just said, okay, Abdullah, this is the thing, okay, I'll do this thing. And later on, I came to know that he belonged to a very elite class family. So he said, I generated the invoice, everything, it happened. I sent the payment and the shooting terms, everything happened. And then he said that, Abdullah, I'll give you 5,000 rupees token amount, rest I'll pay you in cash on the day of the pre-wedding. I said, okay. I was thinking like, this is a good client, I should not go into this kind of haggle and tussle, and okay, let me just take the cash, because I am always up for the cash amount. I do not like to take a lot of amount in my account actually, or in my company's account, because the GST thing that happens. Yeah. So on 31st of January, not 29th, 31st of January, I shot his pre-wedding, and in Jaipur actually we shot his pre-wedding. And so there was kind of itinerary we had made. So we decided that we'll go to this location and this location, but due to time constraint and due to some restrictions from the authorities at the location, the time, the team could not keep the pace with the time, and they could not do it. Yeah. So what happened ultimately, I'll tell you. So it could not happen. The shoot got delayed, and the shot that we had decided was, we were not able to take that up. In that particular case, what happened? The client actually said, Abdullah, the shot could not be done, and there was a mistake of the client as well as a mistake of mine as well. There was some mistake in the planning, right? So the kind of locations that we had decided, it was due to us, so we did not know how would it go on that particular day. And client said, we will have to reshoot this thing on the next day. And I said, if we have to shoot this thing, there will be additional charges for that, because my team has to come up and shoot for that. The client said, I'm not going to pay the additional charges for that. Okay, so I said, okay, we'll see to that. Let's reschedule the shoot. And on 5th or 6th of February, we shot the second day pre-wedding, which happened in Delhi. The content came out to be great. He loved the thing. He loved the pre-wedding. But when I sent him the revised invoice that you have to pay around 25,000 for the second day shoot, he completely denied and said that I will not be paying any amount after that. And the client played a little smart with me. On the day of pre-wedding, after the Jaipur thing was done, he said, Abdullah, the experience was not good, I'll not be able to pay, just give me the second day shoot and in Delhi, and I'll be paying on that particular day. And after in Delhi, when we shot his pre-wedding in Delhi, after his shoot in Delhi, he did not pay the amount. He said, okay, I forgot to cash. Okay, let's do one thing, I'll I'll come to give the hard disk to you, and I'll pay you the amount. And guys, after that guy actually started, he said, okay, give me the video as well, because we have just shot the video. I have not seen the final result. Give me the pre-wedding video. And guys, I'll tell you, the day when we could not shoot his pre-wedding completely on the Jaipur, we had to reshoot the pre-wedding. That day he sent something from my side, actually from my team side, and he thought that this team might not be good. And what did he do? He hired another team on that particular day only after his pre-wedding, and he did not tell me that. And his wedding was recently in the month of March. He did not tell me that, and he did not tell me that, and he sent his uncle. He stopped receiving my call. He stopped receiving my call. He sent his uncle to me. I went to CP with the hard disk, because he refused to come to my office as well. So I thought I was sensing some bad might happen. So I did not send any team professional. I went it by myself with my team over there, with one of my professional. Yeah, and that person came up. That person paid me some around for pre-wedding. He paid me the amount for that. And after that, what did he say, Abdullah? That this is it. And he did not talk about any wedding or dates. I even asked him that what is the time of a wedding. He just did not show any interest. So I messaged Akash, who was the main client, a couple, groom actually. He put my number in the blacklist. So I thought, how is it happening? Why he blocked me? Then in the morning, what happened? I called him. And my number, he did not receive my call. And then later on he called me and he said that, Abdullah, my uncle has hired another team, and this is it. And guys, I did not have any regret of the loss at that point of time, but I was just thinking that how foolish can I be? I did not, if I could have taken any advance from him, 30, 40, 50,000 additional, he would not have done this mistake with me. He would not have done this, and I would not have fallen into this trap. Guys, the moral of the story is, do not ever miss to take any retainer fee from the client. The moment you go on to the shoot, or before the day of the shoot, if you do not have the advance or the retainer fee in your account, do not shoot. I'm telling you from my experience. I'm telling you, there might be different possibility that can happen. There might be some shoot issues. There might be some any kind of issues that can come up, which client can make a mood that, okay, I have not paid him. There is still a chance that I can go and hire another team, and the client might stop responding to you. There might be numerous possibilities, and the client may do that. But if you have the retainer fee or the advance amount of the client, he would not do this. I was knowing this in the last 3.5 years of my experience. I knew this thing, that always take the advance. But this time I thought, okay, the client seems to be good and let's move on it. But guys, again, the one mistake, I lost the revenue coming in. I had to employ my team onto the other wedding. I had to send them, because I have to take care of my team, that everyone goes onto the shoot on the Muhurat dates, right? So the moral of the story is, always do not show desperation to the client that you are hungry for the work, right? If the client is not giving the advance to you, then just completely deny and say that it cannot happen. It cannot happen because we will not be able to proceed before the advance, before the retainer amount. If only you pay the advance, then we'll be able to proceed after that. Yeah. So always take the advance from the client, retainer fee from the client. Only after that you proceed. Always make sure that you have some extra money from the client, that you can be still in more profits. Then the client would even think that I should not cancel the project, otherwise I will have my money stuck. Yeah. So this is the moral of the story, guys. If you found this learning powerful, just type powerful in the chat box. And why I shared with this, I'll tell you, because a wise man once said, if you are intelligent, then you will learn from your own mistakes. But if you're wise, then you will learn from other people's mistakes. Then here is the chance that you are learning from my mistakes. Do not do this. Always take the advance or the retainer amount from the client. It will always be great for you. Right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching this till the end. And till then, stay happy, stay spiritual, and stay blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.